on, pal.
Facts about the '57 Chevy Project X from the Hollywood Nights. In the film The Hollywood Nights, the bright yellow 1957 Chevy known as Project X takes center stage as the hot rod driven by Tony Danza's character, Duke, with Michelle Pfeiffer's Suzie Q often along for the ride. Set during a single night in 1965, the film uses Project X as the ultimate street machine that steals every scene it's in. It's featured prominently in cruising and drag racing sequences, notably facing off against a 427 Shelby Cobra in a stoplight race. The movie is filled with cool cars, but this canary yellow 57 Chevy 210, originally a two-door sedan, is the undisputed star vehicle of the story. Its presence adds genuine American graffiti-style nostalgia and automotive excitement to the film's plot. The filmmakers of the film The Hollywood Nights didn't build Duke's 57 Chevy from scratch. They borrowed the real Project X, a famous magazine project car, to lend authenticity. Popular Hot Rodding magazine had purchased the car in 1965 for just $250 and spent years continually upgrading it. In fact, the movie's 1965 setting coincided with the year Project X's journey began in real life. By the time Hollywood Nights was shot in 1979, Project X had served as a testbed for countless modifications over 15 years. From different small block and big block engines to experimental fuel injection setups and superchargers. Using this well-known, ever-evolving Chevy gave the production a real-deal hot rod on set. The '57 Chevy Project X appeared in the Hollywood Nights in one of its wildest configurations, and the filmmakers showcased those features to full effect. At the time of filming, the '57 Chevy was running a supercharged 292 cubic inch small block V8 topped with a massive Dyer 671 blower sticking through the hoodless engine bay. In fact, the car notably runs without a hood in the movie, ensuring the chrome supercharger and belt drive are on proud display. It also sported a 4-speed manual transmission with a quirky pool ball shift knob, a stout Ford 9-inch rear end with ladder bar suspension, and flashy Kragar SS mag wheels. These weren't cosmetic add-ons for Hollywood. They were part of Project X's then-current setup, perfected in magazine testing. During the shooting of the street race between the '57 Chevy Project X and the Cobra in the film The Hollywood Nights, Project X's drivetrain was pushed to its limit, and it bit back. The supercharged small block sustained damage during filming, as evidenced by a puff of smoke wafting over the Chevy in the final cut when the engine let go. In other words, the car actually broke on camera under the strain of a full throttle take. Sources note that the blown 292 Ci engine's transmission was hurt in that drag race scene, likely from an over-rev or hard shifting while trying to outgun the Cobra. The crew had to deal with the unexpected mechanical failure of their star car, presumably repairing Project X off-screen to finish the production. In the Hollywood Nights, the iconic '57 Chevy Project X became the center of attention on and off camera. Actor Tony Danza, in his first major film role, was enthusiastic about the car, perhaps a bit too much. Danza, inexperienced with manual transmissions, blew two engines due to improper shifting and over-revving. The cast and crew treated the gleaming '57 with awe. Even between takes, Danza was photographed leaning on Project X's fender, admiring the machine. What happened to the '57 Chevy Project X after filming The Hollywood Nights? After filming ended, Project X remained relatively unchanged for several years, capitalizing on its newfound fame by attending numerous promotional events and car shows. However, it also spent considerable downtime in the shop, often neglected, becoming primarily a promotional vehicle for the company. In the early 2000s, Project X received a noteworthy upgrade when GM introduced their 502 Ramjet fuel-injected performance big block crate engine. GM's performance division installed this new power plant, along with a partial restoration, giving the car a fresh coat of Corvette bright yellow paint for enhanced appeal at events. Today, Project X remains active and continues its legacy of constant transformation.